Dad! What the? There's no...
In this clip, a young boy is having fun playing in his room. The dad, who posted the video, says he heard the boy whispering just 5 minutes before. Curious, the dad asks him what he's up to, and the boy reveals he's drawing a picture on a chalkboard. But this isn't just any ordinary drawing. It's actually pretty eerie, to say the least. Take a look.
Elliot, what are you doing?
Drawing a picture.
Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
And he annoys me at the night.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
When the dad asks why he made that drawing, the boy suggests that there's a ghost hanging somewhere in the room. In the follow-up video, the kid repeats that there's a hanging ghost in his room, which leaves his dad shocked and confused, not knowing what to make of it.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
In the third clip, the dad explains that he set up a camera in his son's new bedroom. He says he put the boy to bed, and shortly after, this happened. So, what do you think is really going on here? Does this kid just have a vivid imaginary friend? Or is there actually a hanging ghost in the room that he's somehow pals with? Hopefully, it's the first. This video, shared by a Reddit user, is said to come from his cousin. In it, a dog is seen on a bed looking clearly uneasy and scared. Suddenly, the door to the room closes by itself for no obvious reason.
Oh my god!
As soon as the door closes completely, the dog right in front of the camera looks clearly shaken and scared by what just happened, which makes the video even more unsettling. Maybe the dog saw something in the hallway that we didn't catch. What do you think about this strange footage? Do you believe the uploader's cousin might be haunted by something unseen? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. In Charlotte, North Carolina, 4 police officers lost their lives while trying to serve a warrant at a house. The suspect inside opened fire from a bedroom he used as a sniper spot. The gunfire was so intense that officers had to take cover. 4 other officers were also hurt in the shooting.
Do we take cover?
Neighbors saw chaos as SWAT teams and armored vehicles showed up in their yards.
Shots were ringing left and right.
It just kept going, and then it kept going, and it just kept escalating.
It was at least 100 guns,
Yeah,
if not
like, it
more.
was a-
One of our bedrooms set up a U.S. Marshal sniper.
Terry Clark Hughes Jr., who was wanted for illegal gun possession, was confronted by police and lost his life during the encounter.
Last few days have it's just been very tough, and knowing that you have families that are hurting.
The Charlotte police chief shared his sorrow over the loss and spoke about how painful this is for the officers' families and the community. On October 1st, 2017, a video emerged that's still regarded as one of the creepiest and most haunted clips online. It was filmed at a school on the south side of Cork City, where a surveillance camera captured something deeply disturbing. In the video, doors could be seen slamming shut and swinging open by themselves. Lockers opened with no one around, and tins were even thrown out of them. The location was identified as Deer Park CBS in Togger, one of the oldest schools in Cork. It made news in 2017 after releasing CCTV footage that many interpreted as strong evidence of paranormal activity. Since then, the school has gained a reputation as one of the most haunted in the world. The principal later revealed a chilling theory, suggesting the school was built over mass graves, grounds once used by the English for executions by hanging. Imagine you're just working in a basement, not bothering anyone, when something really weird happens that makes you doubt what you saw. That's what happened to this guy one day. According to a TikTok post by a user named Johannet, his friend was working in a dark basement when this happened.
Unnskyld? Hører du meg? Hallo? Bro, hva faen? Helvete.
Suddenly, a strange, creepy man appears, slowly approaching the person holding the camera while whistling a haunting tune. At one point in the video, the person filming tries asking the strange man some questions, like who he is, but the man stays silent. Honestly, I think the videographer did an impressive job staying calm. Many people probably wouldn't be so composed or collected in that situation. What about you? How would you react if you were in this scenario? On April 16th, Anaheim police responded to reports of gunfire at the Kona Motel and found a shooting victim.
Please help. I need an ambulance now, bro. What's that? Can you tell me? Did he leave? Is he still here? No, he left.
Shortly after, they spotted a pickup truck leaving the area whose driver refused to stop, leading to a high-speed chase monitored by a police helicopter with night vision.
They tried to push him into the side of the street. That didn't work. We're southbound State College through.
During the pursuit, officers tried several tactics to stop the truck, including a failed PSIT maneuver and forcing the vehicle onto a curb, causing tire damage and sparks.
There's a pit on the memory drive over the riverbed. The car isn't quite immobilized yet.
Pit on the vehicle in the area of Cedar.
They have the back end of the pickup truck stopped, so they're a 960 X-ray kind of, but the guy's on the gas trying to get away.
Eventually, a successful PIT maneuver brought the chase to an end. When officers approached the stopped truck, the driver, believed to be armed, refused to get out. Officers opened fire through the windshield. Then, the passenger door opened, and the passenger exited with hands raised, unharmed.
Looks like that passenger side door is open and somebody has just exited the vehicle on the passenger side. Now with their hands up, walking backwards in the direction of those officers.
Police removed the driver and performed CPR, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver was identified as a 51-year-old Danny Liquelio from La Habra. A gun found in the pickup was linked to the earlier shooting at the motel. The clip comes from a man who visited an old, supposedly haunted insane asylum in Norwich, Connecticut. He explored the place all by himself, then headed back home. But a few days later, weird things started happening around his house. After noticing the strange activity, he tried calling out to whatever might be there, and that's when things got really creepy.
Knock if you hear me. Knock if you hear me. Knock if you hear me.
He asks whatever's there to knock if it can hear him, and it actually does. Not long after, the activity picks up and becomes way more intense.
On live right now because that's why. Hello. Hello. Is anyone there? What the f? What the f? Who is out? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, what the f? Hello, who is there? Oh my goodness, please stop. What the f? Please stop. Please stop. This is my house. Leave. Leave. This is my house. You're not allowed here. Leave. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh my goodness.
Drawers and cabinets start moving by themselves, with no one around. On a different day, he hears strange noises coming from the kitchen, so he grabs his phone to record, and ends up capturing something truly creepy. Watch closely.
What?
A dark shadow briefly peeks out from behind the corner, then slowly pulls back into the darkness. But the very next night, he witnesses something even more terrifying. A pale, featureless face can be seen slowly approaching him in the dark, sending chills down his spine. Startled, he quickly backs away and runs into another room. Too shaken to stay home, he ends up spending the night at a friend's place. Since then, there have been no updates, leaving one big question behind. What exactly did he encounter? The Midwest ghost hunter fearlessly investigates haunted locations throughout the Midwest. His courage is clear, and this clip proves it.
Oh my God. There are literal bodies in here. That is terrifying. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're fake. Better make sure, just to be safe. Yeah, that's plastic. That is still unbelievably creepy. This must be the makeshift morgue. The morgue where they stacked bodies. Right here. It was right along this wall. Are there any spirits of those who were kept down here? I'll go and do some photography. What is that? Floating right there. Dude, that was a straight up shadow. It was just behind that door. Oh God. Who's over here? There's nothing here now. Oh my gosh. There's a little shadow floating right in this doorway. It's like a shadowy blob floating in midair. Oh God. I think I know exactly what it is. It's that freaking creeper. Oh God. I was out here. You shadowy entity thing. Oh, dude. I caught it again. It's down the freaking hall. It's floating in midair. You can see it. It's on one side, and then the next one, it's on the other side. Dude, this thing is bolting around everywhere. What are you?
The Midwest ghost hunter was snapping photos for his video thumbnails, as he likes having visual evidence. Suddenly, he noticed a shadowy figure moving around. He believed it was a ghost, and the experience felt incredibly surreal, not something to take lightly. On November 5th, 2024, a man named DeAndre Johnson, who was in the middle of a custody battle, went to the Arizona Department of Child Safety to speak with the caseworker handling his daughter's case. What the caseworker didn't realize was that DeAndre was furious. He believed the caseworker had information that could threaten his chances of keeping custody. DeAndre waited in the lobby, and when the caseworker came downstairs, he suddenly attacked him. Disturbingly, DeAndre live-streamed the entire incident on Facebook, acting calm and friendly at first, until he struck when the caseworker turned his back.
You was a You was a the moment you took my daughter in that room and you couldn't tell me, you couldn't show me a video or no more this for worker, that thing that they found put my daughter in a and think they ain't got to talk to me. You was
The building had recently cut security due to budget issues, so it took a while for anyone to notice what was going on. Luckily, one of the caseworker's colleagues eventually saw what was happening and stepped in.
Release right now. You want to go to jail?
I'm already ready to go to jail. Go ahead, call the cops. I'll be waiting. Anybody else think it's okay to take little girls in the room? Anybody else think it's okay? Huh? Is it okay to take little girls in the room? It's not. I'm in a position. Y'all, in the room, this will happen to you. You still breathing? Back up. There. No. I called the cops already. And they didn't want to do nothing. I couldn't. Nobody take my daughter. No, I didn't. He's still breathing. No, I didn't.
Hey, what can I say? Leave him alone. What are you doing with this guy?
Before police could arrive, DeAndre had already fled the scene. He was found 3 hours later, which led to a high-speed chase before he was taken into custody. The caseworker fortunately survived and made a full recovery, though doctors said he came very close to dying. DeAndre now faces multiple serious charges, including attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault, and fleeing from law enforcement. As of now, he hasn't been sentenced, but since he filmed the whole incident, he'll likely face the maximum penalty. Christian Glass, a 22-year-old, was fatally shot by police while sitting in his car last June near Denver, Colorado. He had called 911 for help after his vehicle got stuck during a rock hunting trip.
My vehicle got stuck in a really bad way.
Are there any weapons that you're aware of?
I have 2 knives and a hammer and a rubber mallet, I guess. That's a weapon. I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible.
During the call, Christian expressed fear of skinwalkers and appeared to be having a mental health crisis. Police arrived and attempted to get him to leave the car, but he refused.
Step out of the car now.
A female officer tried to reassure him with a heart gesture, saying they just wanted him to be safe.
We love you too. We just want you to be safe.
After a 70-minute standoff, officers forced their way into the car, tasered him, and then shot him 5 times. An investigation found that Christian did not pose a threat. His family received a record $19 million settlement.
No amount of money is ever going to be enough. Honestly, no amount of money is going to bring him back. It's just a strong message that how wrong this was.
And authorities agreed to honor him by naming a park after him and displaying his artwork. The family hopes this sends a clear message about the injustice of the situation and helps clear Christian's name. This Reddit user had an unsettling experience that proved sometimes there really is something lurking in your closet.
I really don't think I'm ever going to be able to see this. Listen to it. Listen to that pedaling. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. It's my kitchen. And here we go with it again. We're just going to wait and see how long it goes. It's never not. Stop! Okay, that works. Okay, so it seems to be wanting to happen now more in the afternoon, but just to prove there's nothing there. Jesus Christ. This is the cord in question, the coax cable, and you can see here it goes directly from here down to my Wi-Fi. So I could, I guess, open it like this, but one, I would probably be in the way of the camera here since I'm standing here, but let's try and test this. Here's the door latched all the way shut. I mean, I'm pulling on that pretty hard and it doesn't come out. But if I were to do this and open it, that just kind of pulls the Wi-Fi back. So I mean, if this cord was the thing that was pulling it, this probably would have knocked off, but I don't know. Yes, absolutely we can, because I think everyone is obsessed with this and the fact that I do not have it secured. But as you can see, this goes to my modem, and that is all. It's an old building, so in front of every apartment they've had to drill holes and then feed these in through, you know, all this to kind of update it. But this building was built in 1932, and if you can't tell, hasn't really been updated too much since 1932.
Oh. In the middle of the night, the man was startled awake by loud banging coming from his closet. When he yelled, the door opened on its own, and the noise immediately stopped, but by morning, the banging started up again. He opened the closet and found it completely empty. He tried various fixes, even rearranging wires, thinking that might be the cause, but nothing helped. When the sound returned once more, he flung the door open, only to find the closet still totally empty. Brian Terrence and his wife were vacationing on an island in Turks and Caicos when he mysteriously disappeared. On June 25th, his wife went to bed early around 7 p.m. and checked on him several times during the night. He was watching TV or occupied with something, but by 7 a.m., he was nowhere to be found.
He went to bed rather early, 7 o'clock. She got up 2 times, checked on him, he was watching TV or whatever, and then when she got up, 7 a.m., he was gone.
A private investigator hired by the family, Carl DeFazio, shared surveillance footage showing Brian, a 51-year-old New Yorker, walking outside their resort around 4 a.m., carrying his phone but without his passport. Since then, there have been no charges on his credit cards or activity on his phone, and the location of his devices remains unknown. Authorities, along with the private investigator and the U.S. Embassy, are trying to gather more information.
We have no credit card charges. We don't have any Apple alerts on his phone. And that's due. We're getting that information now. The police department here and myself, with help from the embassy, we're trying to get that information. The problem was it was the only one that was on the accounts, and it took a while for the service providers to share that information.
Though progress has been slow due to privacy restrictions and delays in getting data from service providers. The U.S. State Department is aware of the missing American, but his destination and reasons for leaving are still unclear. Brian's wife has briefly returned to the U.S., but is expected to go back to Turks and Caicos, while his mother and sister-in-law remain on the island seeking answers. Many questions about his disappearance remain unanswered. This video comes from the paranormal investigation channel Ghosts on Trent, who, along with Beardo, explore the notoriously haunted Derby Jail in Derby, UK. The jail, which first opened in 1756, is unique because many of its original features, like the narrow corridors, heavy doors, and prisoner scratchings, are still perfectly preserved. Now owned by local historian Richard Felix, the site carries a dark and fascinating history. At the beginning of the video, Felix explains the harsh conditions inmates faced, with people from all backgrounds packed into cramped, unforgiving spaces. While some made it through without incident, others met a darker fate. But it's the unsettling activity that occurs during the investigation that truly grabs their attention.
It's only a tiny bit, it's 3 times as long as this. It goes through next door. Oh, you are joking. Did you get that? You are joking, aren't you?
You've got that on camera.
I hope you've got that.
Oh, there's no breeze.
Guys, listen,
I mean, there's
everybody.
No breeze.
This ain't Most Haunted, guys. This is real, I'm telling you. I cannot. Doors open and close.
Oh, it's a dead end?
I've never seen one.
It's a dead end?
Before.
What's in there, man?
Oh, there's no window in there. There's no draft.
I don't know if I got that.
Oh, come on. Surely one of you's got it.
There's nothing in here.
Yeah, there's nothing in there. There's no window.
There was no one in the room, no one nearby, and no obvious reason for the door to move. Stunned, they quickly went to inspect the room, but found nothing unusual. What makes it even more unsettling is that the moment was caught on not just 1, but 3 different cameras at the exact same time.
Through next door. Goes through next door. Oh, you are joking. Did you get that?
3 different cameras, all recording simultaneously, captured the moment from various angles. If only one camera had picked it up, it might have been easy to dismiss, but seeing the exact same event and their genuine reactions from multiple perspectives in real time makes it much harder to ignore. The team also ruled out natural explanations. They confirmed there were no open windows, no airflow, and no possible draft that could have moved the door. In fact, it was one of the hottest days of the year at 29 degrees Celsius, and the air inside the building was completely still. So what made the door swing open? Was it just a coincidence, a camera illusion, or something lingering in those old haunted halls? Early in the morning, police responded to a burglary at a fireworks store located near 21st and Emerson Avenue in Indianapolis. The suspects drove a car into the building to break in. Security footage from the store owner shows the vehicle crashing into the store and several people jumping out to steal fireworks. Officers arrived soon after receiving the call around 5:45 a.m., but the suspects had already fled the scene. A tow truck later removed the crashed car. Despite a strong police presence, including drones providing aerial views, the suspects remain at large, and police continue their search. The store owner, Aaron Sparks, spotted the suspects on his security cameras from home, which led him to the store.
At the camera, I seen a car in the middle of my building. They backed through the front door. I seen 5 or 6 people jump out, started grabbing fireworks.
Authorities have not yet released descriptions of the suspects or the getaway vehicle, but have assured the public that there is no current danger. A girl named Lucy was home alone, relaxing in bed and scrolling through her phone late one night when suddenly she heard loud, aggressive knocking coming from her bedroom door out of nowhere. She hears the knocking again, and this time a shadowy figure can be seen through the gap under her door, but she's too scared to go check. A few nights later, the same thing happens, only this time she builds up the courage to open the door. She swings the door open right after hearing the noises, but when she looks around, no one's there. Freaked out, she hurries back into her room and slams the door shut. A few nights later, her brother sends her a video saying the same thing had just happened to him. Even though no one was ever there when they checked, many viewers believe that by opening the door, she might have actually let something into her room. But what do you think really happened? In Kaufman County, 27-year-old Alexis Osmani Gonzalez has been charged with manslaughter after reportedly falling asleep while driving and causing a deadly accident on Interstate 20 east of Dallas. Gonzalez was behind the wheel of a semi-truck that collided with a Ford F-150. 5 people were inside the Ford, 4 lost their lives, and 1 sustained critical injuries. The crash set off a chain reaction involving 2 more semi-trucks and multiple other vehicles. The 5th fatality was in a different vehicle. Emergency dispatchers received numerous calls reporting the major accident, which involved several vehicles blocking the road. Officials have not yet identified the victims. The interstate was shut down for up to 7 hours following the incident. A French couple living in a normal house begins experiencing unusual activity. During a video tour, a door slams loudly. Later, the window blinds are seen moving forcefully on their own, and some chairs also shift without explanation, pointing to possible paranormal activity. Take a look.
Ça y est, ça recommence. Après quelques jours de calme. On entend des bruits chelous depuis tout à l'heure. Le chat il s'est mis dans sa petite cachette, il est pas serein. Je sais pas. Je sais pas du tout. Qu'est-ce que c'est ce bordel? de fou. Je suis à la maison, je sais pas ce qui se passe. Même le chat il sert tout à l'heure. Yes. Je sais pas ce qui se passe, j'entends encore des bruits chelous. Je demande qu'il y ait bien personne. Il y a personne les gars ici. Putain, c'est quoi ce délire maintenant?
Could these unexplained movements be signs of a haunting, or is there another explanation hiding in plain sight? The video offers very little context, but the footage is striking on its own. Its exact origin is unknown, and the source remains a complete mystery. In the video, a small child is seen lying in a doorway when something truly strange and unexplainable occurs. Take a look. Many people believe it appears as if the child was either pushed or kicked by something invisible. What's even creepier is that the kid already seemed scared before it happened, like they were trying to get away from something in the room. Since no one knows where the video originated, it's difficult to determine if it's actually paranormal or not. For now, it's just a weird mystery. A man named John, who lives alone and spends his time making music and gaming, one day started hearing strange noises in his house, sounds he couldn't quite explain.
I'm the only one here right now. And as you can clearly hear, there's just someone out there.
John hears a tapping noise coming from somewhere in the house, even though he's home alone. At first, he's too scared to see where it's coming from, but a few days later, while he's in the middle of gaming, the sound returns, this time louder and more intense, so he finally decides to investigate.
Welcome back to what is in my apartment while I'm home alone. Like, what could... Now, last time I didn't do this. I'm gonna open this door and it's gonna stop. I hate it.
John hears the strange tapping again, only now it's louder and quicker. But the moment he opens his door, the sound suddenly stops. He has no clue what's behind it, though he suspects something paranormal. For now, without any clear explanation, it remains a mystery. James Author, a paranormal enthusiast and writer, often shares creepy footage and personal ghost experiences on Reddit. On November 29, 2022, he captured a chilling clip during an overnight investigation at one of the UK's most haunted sites, Oxford Castle. According to James, the location was empty at the time. Given the castle's grim history, including its use as a prison, it's no surprise it's surrounded by eerie legends and unexplained activity. As the camera slowly pans across the stone interior, something disturbing is caught on video. A pale, ghostly face staring through a window. It doesn't move, but it looks human. James says he didn't notice it while filming, but the recording shows something different. Just as the camera turns the corner, the unease deepens. A shadowy, human-like figure seems to be lurking in the darkness.
Recently, I carried out a paranormal investigation at Oxford Castle. We were let in overnight and the only people there. This was live footage which I didn't notice at the time, but if you look closely, there appears to be a face at the window. As I rounded the corner and walked down one of the dark halls, I saw a figure leaning against the wall. Again, it wasn't there while I was doing the live feed.
Was it simply a play of light and shadows, or was something actually watching from behind that window? Share your thoughts in the comments, because if it wasn't just an optical illusion, then what could it have been? One thing's certain, spotting a face silently staring back at you is the kind of image that haunts you long after. On August 13th, 1997, a man calling himself Clay phoned into the Howard Stern show and claimed he had murdered 12 women in the New Orleans area using strangulation and blunt force. While many thought it was just a prank, the claim eerily lined up with a series of real murders from the 1990s, attributed to a killer dubbed the Storyville Slayer, who targeted at least 12 prostitutes. Only 2 suspects were ever identified, with one convicted of a single murder, leaving around 11 cases unsolved. At first, Clay was hesitant during the call, but Howard managed to get him to talk more.
Claims he's been prostitutes and he's wondering why he's doing it.
Oh, God.
So maybe he thinks I have an answer. Is this Ed? Ed?
No, this isn't Ed.
Oh.
You haven't seen any prostitutes?
No, I never said my name was Ed.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What name do you use?
You can call me Clay.
Around 2 minutes into the call, Clay seems to suddenly realize that he's speaking to Howard and that there's no turning back from what he's just said.
Dude, you're a serial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you get away with it, I guess, because they're... So far, nobody's... What?
Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
I didn't know this was Howard.
Yeah, it's Howard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's no kidding.
As Howard begins to question him more, Clay starts revealing details that appear to match up with the known information about the Storyville Slayer.
So do you ever get... Do you think the reason you're so angry is because you were a or something?
No, I wasn't Howard.
Where's your family?
You got a wife?
I mean, you got a mom, a dad, a wife, children. You got any of that?
I've got a couple of kids, but
no wife.
Not married to the mother.
You're a white guy?
Yeah, Howard, that's pretty funny because the only suspect they had when they started finding the bodies was a black police officer.
Oh.
Turns out one of them was associated with them.
Oh, really?
Are you on?
I've done it a few times.
So,
but nothing heavy.
So after you for a 60-year-old, like you finish.
No, I was 16.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
He was.
All right. So you finish with your and then you.
Not always, no.
Not always. You don't even want to get laid sometimes.
No,
You just want
to. I'm just bored.
Right.
But does the satisfy you in some way?
I can't believe Ed McMahon's not laughing.
I've eaten off thinking about it later.
Yeah.
What do you say?
That's about it.
He's pleasured himself thinking about it later.
Oh, he has. Okay. Now, how far apart are these? Do you and then like you feel satisfied for a while?
I don't even understand why I do it, Howard. I don't know if I ever get any satisfaction.
But how often
together anywhere was the same night.
Really?
You 2 people in the same night?
Yeah, but I went to Mississippi for the second one.
So there's no pattern to how many weeks or days between.
No.
Are these mostly white chicks or black chicks?
A fair number of them have been black. The plate was black.
Howard skillfully gets Clay to answer questions that might help reveal his identity.
Has anybody ever been close to catching you?
No. Actually, someone once, when it was in the newspaper, someone joked to me, I know it was you, but, well, they were joking.
Right. Yeah. Do you have a lot of tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos. I wouldn't do that to myself.
Right.
And do you get high before you do this?
I've gotten pretty before.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy you could... Am I the only guy you ever told about this?
Yeah. Sometimes I ask them if they think it's dangerous doing what they're doing, if they're worried about things, and they'll laugh it off, and that just pisses me off.
Right. And then you go ahead and you...
Yeah.
Shortly after that unsettling moment, Howard ends the call, and the team reflects on what just took place.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not going to get him to turn himself in. I've had calls from people who go, well, why didn't you do something? I go, well, what am I supposed to do? The guy's on the phone.
Crawl through the phone and get him?
Yeah. They were like, well, why don't you trace these calls? And I'm like, well, I don't have that equipment.
Yeah, what are we, the police?
I can't even get a phone system that works for air. Let alone a tracing thing. Oh, Jackie's back there bumming out. Oh.
First
I wasn't buying it, but now I think I'd buy it. Nah, I'd buy it. I bought that guy.
Sort of offhand attitude that you have to be a serial.
Sources say the FBI eventually showed up and took all the recordings, but the caller was never identified, and the Storyville murders were never completely solved. What's your take on it? The Rocky Mountains are famous for their natural beauty, but sometimes they're also home to the unexplainable. The YouTube channel Voyager Overland shared a video titled Caught on Camera: What Did We Capture in the Alberta Rockies? And while no one can say exactly what it shows, most viewers agree it's seriously creepy. The clip begins with a couple, referred to as Grandma and Grandpa, heading to a remote campsite. After arriving, they set up camp and placed a trail camera nearby, hoping to record some wildlife to show their grandkids. Although they had done this many times before, this time they caught something they weren't expecting. Out of nowhere, a see-through figure appears on camera, moving in a way that doesn't seem human at all. It briefly disappears, only to return moments later, this time fully visible and standing deeper in the darkness. The figure continues to flicker in and out of sight, never making a sound, and then vanishes without a trace. Uploaded in October 2024, the video has amassed over 6.2 million views, with many viewers convinced it's completely genuine. So, what exactly did they catch on camera in the Rockies? One thing's certain, it wasn't an animal. This Instagram video shows a biker riding along a dirt trail through the forest on a sunny day. At one point, he comes across a large pile of bones, which is pretty unsettling. Later, he reaches a fork in the path. He can go left or right to keep moving through the woods, but before he can decide, everything suddenly falls eerily silent, and out of the corner of his eye, he notices something unexpected.
Crap, dude, this trail going on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to leave.
A strange, eerie creature is seen lurking in the bushes, making the uploader's breathing quicken. Before long, he hits the gas and speeds away as fast as possible. What this creature was, or what it wanted, remains a mystery, and probably always will. Luckily, the uploader was quick enough to get away. Otherwise, who knows what might have happened. A woman recorded a video at home of her daughter playing with their cat. At the time, everything appeared perfectly normal and joyful. However, after posting the video on social media and watching it again later, she noticed something unusual. Behind her daughter, a dark figure can be seen in the video. The woman insists that no one else was in the house at the time, just her and her daughter. So the question remains, who or what was it? Could it be something paranormal, or is there a more logical explanation? This video comes from a TikTok account called Metaphysical Show. It begins with a man saying he has some paranormal footage, which he claims is the creepiest he's ever seen. He explains that it was recorded in the woods near him and gives some background on what unfolds in the clip. The video might just be proof that we're not as alone in this world as we'd like to believe. Let's take a look. In the background, a spooky figure can be spotted moving slowly through the woods before disappearing. Since the video was shared, it has left many viewers uneasy, but no one has been able to definitively explain what's going on or confirm if it's real. What's your take? Is this genuine paranormal activity caught on camera, or could there be another reason? TikTok user Ben Vest is about to step into a creepy, rundown abandoned building during the day. The place looks really rough and unsettling. Ben probably wants to explore and see if he can find anything unusual, or maybe even encounter some paranormal activity. But it turns out he didn't even need to go inside to catch something spooky on film. He unknowingly recorded it before ever entering. Check it out. As Ben set up the camera outside the house, a terrifying ghostly figure could be seen moving inside. Ben didn't notice it while recording. Later, when he went inside to check the place out, he didn't find anything strange. He probably left feeling disappointed, thinking he didn't capture any good footage, only to get the fright of his life when he watched the video afterward. This recording was taken after a man spotted something strange while walking home late one night. After working later than usual, he chose to take a shortcut, but the road he picked is rumored to be haunted by something sinister. Locals in Barley speak of a spirit called the Kuntilanak, a ghostly figure said to roam the area. According to legend, if you catch sight of her, it's already too late. She's believed to lure people in with her appearance before either possessing them or doing something even worse. Despite the chilling stories, the man didn't want to alarm his family and went ahead with the shortcut. In hindsight, it may have been a mistake. As the man walks along the path, he spots something in the distance. Zooming in, he sees what looks like a white figure standing motionless at the end of the road. Some dismiss it as a trick of the light, but locals claim otherwise. They say they've seen the same thing, a woman in white, always in the same spot, silently watching. The Kuntilanak is a well-known figure in Indonesian folklore, especially in regions like Bali and Java. She's been linked to cases of possession, unexplained illnesses, and sudden disappearances. Sightings of her often occur just before something terrible happens. Perhaps it was nothing, or perhaps he really did see the Kuntilanak. This video, posted by a TikTok user with the eerie name Stuck in a Fake Reality, is one of the strangest clips I've seen in a long time, and it's guaranteed to send chills down your spine. The uploader is standing near their front door, while loud banging sounds keep going non-stop. Amid all the noise, you can also hear a woman's voice at the door asking to be let in.
Gabe, it's your mom. You should come out. You've been there for so long. Gabe, come out. Gabe, it's your mother. You should come out.
Then what's your name then?
The unsettling part is that the woman's voice supposedly sounds exactly like the uploader's mom, but it's definitely not her. Then, when the uploader gets closer to the door, weird screaming noises come from the other side. Many people commenting think this might be a Skinwalker, but is it really that or something less frightening? This eerie clip was shared by TikTok user Thatlin4, and it's almost guaranteed to give you goosebumps. There's very little context available online, leaving the video surrounded in mystery. In the footage, a man is seen walking through what appears to be a creepy, dimly lit basement. At one point, he starts making his way up the stairs, unaware that he isn't alone. Watch closely. might be a little hard to spot at first, but if you look closely, you can see what seems to be a shadowy figure moving up the stairs just behind the man, as if it's trying to follow him for some unknown reason. And be sure to watch for this chilling reveal that makes the video even more unsettling. What do you think is happening here? Do you believe this footage actually captures a real shadow figure? If it is genuine, why would it be chasing the man up the stairs? And what exactly is that presence hiding in the closet? Share all your theories in the comments below. The footage was taken from a family security camera overlooking their backyard pool. One evening, after putting their children to bed, the parents went outside to enjoy some quiet time under the night sky. What happened next left them completely baffled. As the couple sits by the pool, the lights suddenly shut off, leaving them visibly startled. Just moments later, the mother mysteriously vanishes without a trace. The man jumps up in a panic, frantically looking around, clearly trying to make sense of what just occurred, but she's nowhere to be found. The footage has since circulated across forums and social media, with many calling it one of the most bizarre disappearances they've ever seen. While some viewers dismiss it as an elaborate hoax, others are convinced that something far more unsettling may be behind it. This TikTok video was posted by a user named Jose Maria Rios Castillo in June 2022. In the clip, Jose is seen riding his bike late at night, and everything appears to be going just fine, until things take a sudden and disturbing turn when he comes across something truly unsettling. Did you catch it? Just to the left, a creepy figure can be seen standing off to the side. Despite the eerie sight, Jose keeps pedaling on his bike, choosing not to stop or take a closer look. That was probably the smartest move because who knows what could have happened if he had stopped. Still, it really makes you wonder, what exactly was that figure and what did it want? If you have any theories, be sure to share them in the comments. A taxi driver named Maria was told by her boss to wait for some passengers in a risky neighborhood. While she was parked there, she noticed an old man watching her from near a streetlight. Eventually, he approached her car and tried to force his way in. The man stayed frozen in place, silently watching Maria for several minutes. After a while, her passenger showed up, allowing her to leave safely, while the man remained in the shadows, staring as she drove off. Kyle had just moved into his new home when he began to notice loud, banging noises coming from the attic above.
All right, for any of y'all who don't believe that this is real, then I'm just making it up. I'm about to prove it to you.
He then comes across a box containing a creepy, eyeless doll and a strange book filled with numbers. But after opening the box, the knocking sounds shift. They now seem to be coming from inside the basement walls.
Woke up to the banging sound outside of our bedroom again. It sounded like it was coming from outside, yet again. But I think I know where it's coming from, so I'm gonna show you. I think it's coming from there. Something is banging on that. That's our bedroom window right there. So we're gonna take a look. Goodness gracious. I can't see very far down there. Let me see if my light helps. I can't see all the way to the end, but I don't see anything. Do I really want to crawl down there?
After countless sleepless nights, he finally gathers the courage to crawl beneath his house in search of the source of the noises, only to uncover something truly horrifying.
It's like a little heart-shaped box. It's that thing. Can you just paint?
He discovers a heart-shaped box holding a pair of eyes, the very ones missing from the doll. Determined to get to the bottom of this unsettling mystery, he starts deciphering the strange book and makes a startling discovery.
This whole thing here? Okay, so it says 115516 and then 85185. That means keep here. See this? Isn't that creepy?
He finds a missing page that, when decoded, reads "Keep Here" and completes a drawing in the book, revealing a disturbing image of a demonic, laughing face alongside the chilling word, "Run." Despite these clear warnings, Kyle Anthony presses on, determined to decode the rest of the book and uncover the truth about what really happened in that house. User LGAP recently moved into a new apartment and says he's been experiencing a series of supernatural events ever since. Living alone, he mentions that while similar things happened in his previous home, they were never this intense. Then, one day, while filming a video to explain his absence to his followers, something unexpected and unsettling takes place.
Amigos, no he podido subir Spotlight ni contenido aquí en Snapchat porque me estoy mudando. Apenas acabo de llegar a este departamento completamente nuevo, de verdad, mil disculpas, pero ya les prometo que ahora sí, en estos días, Estoy solo y me acaban de cerrar la puerta que está atrás de mí, que es la del baño. No es la primera vez que me pasa, justo eso les iba a decir, no es la primera vez que me pasa. No es la primera vez que me pasa, se los juro, y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. No es la primera vez que me...
The bathroom door suddenly slams shut behind him, seemingly on its own. On another occasion, he's awakened around 3 a.m. by eerie sounds. He grabs his phone to record what's happening, and as he steps out to investigate, he ends up capturing something truly terrifying.
Son las 3:30 de la noche y estoy escuchando ruidos muy extraños. Lo más perturbador de todo es que la luz del baño está prendida y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a apagarla porque neta me está dando mal. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Ya no hay nadie. Ahí está. ¿Pero por qué? Si la prendo desaparece. No hay nada. No hay nada.
He notices the bathroom lights are on, and as he moves closer to switch them off, he suddenly sees a dark, unsettling figure with a pale gray face standing near the doorway. However, when he turns on the lights, the figure disappears without a trace. Shaken, he chooses to leave the lights on for a sense of comfort and tries to get some rest. But sleep doesn't last long. He's soon awoken again, this time by unsettling noises coming from directly above him.
No hay nadie. No hay nadie. Y Esto tiene candado, no se puede abrir. No se puede abrir. ¡Qué mierda!
Curious and a bit freaked out, he went upstairs to check things out, only to see the attic door slowly creak open on its own. For a split second, he spotted a dark figure before it vanished. When he looked inside, nothing was there. Just a few days later, the power randomly went out, so he lit some candles to see. That's when he started hearing weird noises outside, and what he saw after that seriously shook him.
Hace un rato se me fue la luz y he estado escuchando ruidos muy extraños afuera. Prendí unas velas, pero ya me dio miedo salir, porque ya los ruidos ya empeoraron. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres? Se le ve la cara pálida, se le ve la cara pálida. ¿Quién eres? Por favor, ya déjame. Ya déjame. No hay nada. No hay nada.
Just outside the bathroom, he notices a figure draped in a black sheet, almost as if someone were hiding underneath. But when he pulls the sheet away, there's nothing there. The incident rattles him so deeply that he decides to have someone come in and bless the apartment. So the question remains, was this a real encounter with something paranormal, or just an elaborate hoax? What's your take? This video, reportedly from the early 2000s, was shared by a group of friends who set out to explore an urban legend. Local stories claimed the house had been used for dark rituals in the past, with lingering spirits said to occasionally show themselves. The friends didn't take these tales seriously at first. However, they were particularly intrigued by one room that gave them an eerie feeling. While inspecting the area around a collapsed section of the floor, something unusual appeared in the background. A transparent figure rises from the floorboards, with two dark, hollow spots where its eyes should be, prompting the person behind the camera to quickly retreat in fear. The chilling encounter left the group convinced they had witnessed a real apparition. Could it be that those old ghost stories held some truth after all? Chris, the creator behind the YouTube channel Urbex Hill, is known for exploring abandoned and unsettling places across the globe. In a video posted on May 29, 2023, he investigates the Robert Fulton School, an old, abandoned school in Cleveland, Ohio, with a history spanning over 90 years. As he moves through the crumbling structure, it's obvious the building has been left to decay. Debris litters the floors, and the atmosphere is heavy. Around 4.5 minutes into the video, things start to take a chilling turn as Chris ventures into a particularly eerie hallway.
This is crazy.
A sudden, loud noise echoes from deep within the building, but despite the unsettling sound, Chris decides to keep going with his exploration, a choice that soon proves unwise. Around the 30-minute mark of the video, he discovers a doll with a sign taped to it that says, "Keep out." Ignoring the warning, Chris opens the door anyway, and what happens next is truly disturbing.
Somebody's been living in here. Somebody's in there. I'm out.
A deafening scream suddenly erupts, seemingly directed at Chris, sending him fleeing in fear. But the question remains, who was behind that terrifying voice? Could it have been a homeless person secretly living in the building, or was it something far more unexplainable? A construction worker hired for the third renovation of a house mentioned that while working, he repeatedly heard the sound of a girl crying in the basement.
Estoy aquí en la casa de remodelación. Acabo de rellenar, hicimos shower y esto. Desde hace rato vengo escuchando un llanto como de niño. Pero el pedo es de que aquí en la casa esta, pues, no hay, están todos los cuartos vacíos. Y me da miedo ir al basement, pero deja checar, porque allá afuera no hay nada. Hola. No hay nada. Güey, no mames. No mames.
He searched the area but never found anyone, and the crying continued during multiple visits. The owners never mentioned anything unusual, so who or what was making those sounds beneath the house? This footage was captured by well-known Japanese ghost hunters, Tamo and Hiro, from the YouTube channel Oki Film. The duo set out to investigate an abandoned house in Aoi, Japan, which locals claim is haunted by the spirit of a young child. While exploring the property, they stumble upon a hidden corridor.
見てほら、通路。うわー。開けるよ。うわ、開けていいのかな。
しょうがないね。
まあ、行くしかない。
ちょっと待って、なんかちょっと臭いかも。
マジ？
やばい、引っかかってる。うわ、どう？
いや、わかる。確かに。
変な部屋。何これ？何この空間、やば。あ、マーラーマだよ、これは。あ。開けるよ。うわうわうわうわうわ。
いや、何
これ？病室じゃん。なんだこれ。
ペットってことだよね、でもね。
いや、おかしくない？
まあ、
何これ？
確かに病院とかで
病院じゃん。
使ってるやつ。
病室だよね。待って、子供部屋やん、ここ。子供部屋だよ。見て。ほら。
あ、人形。
It's a disturbing find, narrow, dark, and seemingly hidden on purpose. The hallway leads them to a small, dusty room that looks like it might have once been used as a sick room for a child. The air feels noticeably heavier in this space. As Tomo and Hiro step into the hidden room, something briefly peeks out from behind the curtain. A pale face appears for just a split second before quickly ducking out of sight. The two investigators don't seem to notice anything. The camera keeps recording as they move forward, unaware of what they've just captured. There's no pause, no reaction. They carry on, convinced they're still alone. Later on, Hiro volunteers to stay in the house alone to see if the rumored spirit will show itself. He sets up his phone as a stationary camera in another room, sits down, and begins the wait. He stays inside for a full 30 minutes. Shadows shift across the walls, and faint creaks echo in the background. A few strange sounds break the stillness, but nothing too obvious. Nothing that screams paranormal. Eventually, he walks over to check on his phone, only to find it has fallen over. The recording had stopped, though the phone still felt warm, suggesting it had only recently stopped filming. But when the Oki team later reviews the footage, they're shocked by what the stationary camera actually managed to capture. Just before the camera's knocked over, a faint, eerie sound begins to build. Something like a low metallic ringing. Then suddenly, it appears. A pale face, childlike but unnervingly distorted, flashes into view for just a split second as the phone drops. Then it's gone. No footsteps, no movement, just that chilling image frozen in the frame. After reviewing the footage, Tomo and Hiro are no longer skeptical. They're convinced the house is truly haunted, not just by legends or whispers, but by something real, intelligent, and clearly unwilling to be seen. This video was shared by a Reddit user. The footage is pretty blurry and pixelated, but if you look closely throughout the video, you're bound to get chills down your spine. A shadowy figure can be seen moving in the dark. The uploader still isn't sure what they captured on camera, but it's definitely not ordinary. Do you believe it's a paranormal presence in this person's home, or is it harmless? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A couple was relaxing at home when they heard unusual sounds coming from upstairs. The husband went up to investigate. Here's what happened next.
Hello?
What do you think it could be? A man named Henry was spending time on a hill near a bridge late at night. While live streaming the moment, he suddenly notices something unusual happening on the other side of the bridge.
¿Qué es eso, güey? No manches, no. No, loco.
The man spots what appears to be a pale, four-limbed creature moving across the bridge. It creeps behind one of the support columns, and despite how unsettling it looks, he decides to move in for a closer look. That's when things take a terrifying turn.
El cadejo, men. El cadejo. Espérenme. No manches, güey. Desapareció. Desapareció, güey. ¡Ay, Dios! ¡Dios! Tocaron.
Suddenly, loud knocking sounds echo from somewhere on the bridge, yet the eerie white figure, resembling a Delobo Bronco, has completely vanished. According to indigenous legend, the Delobo Bronco, or Ajo, when it becomes hostile, is a dark, shapeless being said to roam isolated trails at night. Even though Henrik doesn't see anything, he's hit with an overwhelming sense of unease. Could it be that he actually crossed paths with the entity and that it reacted to being disrupted? A man named Josh Robillard recently moved into a new home, where he's been noticing eerie figures outside and unexplained movement around the property. One night, as he's getting out of his car, he spots someone or something inside his house.
So I just got home from work, and there should be nobody at my house right now. I mean, it should be completely empty. But I just pulled up, and what is that? Is that a person? Should be nobody in the house, nobody at all. Okay, well, guess we'll check it out.
At first, he hesitates, thinking it's probably just a weird shadow that looks like someone. He goes in to check, but finds nothing. Just to be sure, he sets up some security cameras around the place. Later, while going through the footage, he's stunned to hear multiple voices, despite the house being totally empty at the time. But what he sees next really freaks him out. He starts hearing what sounds like demonic chanting coming from somewhere inside the house. Determined to figure out what's going on, he keeps documenting the creepy events in hopes of uncovering the truth. Could Josh be dealing with something truly paranormal? Or is there a logical explanation hiding beneath all the fear? What do you think? A boy named Peter from Mexico shares that while his parents had gone out to buy candles during a power outage, his younger brother needed to use the bathroom, which was located outside in the completely dark yard.
Estamos aquí en la casa de mi bisabuela. Se fue la... ¿Qué es eso? Se fue la luz. Esta es la casita. Porque... Y mi mamá... Espérense. Y mi mamá y mi abuela se fueron al Oxxo a comprar velas por eso. Por lo que pasó de que se fue la luz. Y pues... Estamos aquí. Estas son las... Mi abuelito... Espérense, no sean chillones. No va a pasar nada. Y esas son las cenizas de mi bisabuelo, porque pues desgraciadamente él ya falleció. Y el baño está allá. El baño, mi hermano quiere hacer pipí, pero el baño está allá. Y mi abuela nos dijo que cuidáramos. Mi abuelo nos dijo que cuidáramos aquí su casa en lo que ellas iban. Pero espérense. Pero pues.
Because of loud banging noises coming from outside, the kids were too frightened to go out. But Peter eventually gathers the courage to take his little brother to the restroom and decides to film the moment. What he ends up capturing is truly unsettling.
Si estás aquí, preséntate ante nosotros. Somos tus nietos.
Inside the bathroom, a dark figure suddenly charges toward the kids, causing Peter to drop his phone and run in terror. Even the family dog appears terrified by whatever this thing is. The creature, animal-like in its movements, starts inspecting the dropped phone, nudging it around. Meanwhile, Peter's terrified screams can be heard from inside the house as the figure seems to begin searching for them. As of now, Peter hasn't shared an update. He mentioned on his page that his parents have restricted his access to social media. A man named Fedo, who works as a miner in Layatan, Chile, shared that one day while navigating a tunnel alone, he encountered a lost man trying to find his way out. Fedo spoke with him normally and even helped guide him through the tunnel system. However, when he later reported the incident to his supervisor, since no one else was supposed to be there, they reviewed the surveillance footage and uncovered something chilling. Fedo comes to the shocking realization that he'd been speaking to himself the entire time. His supervisor is stunned, especially after recalling long-standing rumors about a mysterious wandering figure in the tunnels known as Elig. This TikTok user had an unexpected experience one day and decided to share it online. While she was cooking, she suddenly heard a loud banging noise. Let's check out the footage.
I've not been in that attic in months. Jeremy, get back. And every time I try to go shut it, I keep hearing this knocking sound. It doesn't seem to want to do it now, but like it's every time I go near it, it's not doing it. What the is that?
A lot of viewers think the strange noises might be caused by someone secretly living in her attic. To this day, there's still no definite explanation. And honestly, I'm not sure what's more terrifying, the possibility of a ghost haunting the place, or the idea that a stranger could be hiding somewhere inside the house. This video was shared on the widely followed UFO subreddit, a place where users post photos and videos of fascinating UFO sightings from across the globe. The footage was captured in Ontario, Canada. According to the person who uploaded it, the clip was filmed by a friend of his father's while outside his home. Although the video is a few years old, he's convinced that what was captured that night is genuine evidence of UFO activity. Let's check it out.
It's just hovering in place. What is that? Look at the lights all around it.
Throughout the entire video, a strange glowing object can be seen hovering in the distant night sky. It features 3 lights that remain steady rather than blinking in any regular pattern, which only adds to the mystery and fascination surrounding it. The big question is, if this isn't a UFO, then what exactly is it? And why was it moving in such an eerie and unnatural way? 2 friends are staying in a haunted house. One is the owner, while the other is taking advantage of the setup. The paranormal activity includes things like paintings falling and closet doors opening by themselves. It's believed that a shape-shifting spirit could be responsible, possibly imitating known voices and making hoof-like sounds similar to a donkey.
Alors, on vient de mettre pause au film, ça a couru à l'étage, et ça bouge de ouf. Lucas, tu vas voir.
C'est grave chelou que ça bouge sans rien aussi. Ça va se casser la gueule.
C'est hyper flippant.
Ça s'arrête pas, hein.
Faut qu'on aille voir.
Vas-y.
Je t'attends en bas. Hein.
Cool. Bah viens avec moi.
C'était une blague. Merde, ta chambre, c'est déjà bien flippant.
La chambre rouge.
Donc là, il y a Mimi qui nous a rejoint. Donc là, on est sur le reportage maison hantée. Je tiens à préciser qu'on a entendu quelqu'un littéralement courir à l'étage. C'était pas le chat, évidemment, il était vers nous. Et on n'a rien dans la chambre. Là, c'est quoi comme chambre?
C'est la chambre d'amis. Mais on s'en sert quasiment pas.
C'est hyper flippant. Ok, donc là, il y a littéralement une porte ouverte. Ce qui est...
Ouais, bah, normalement, c'est le placard qui est fermé. C'est le placard où j'ai mis tout le bordel que j'ai emménagé. Puis c'est allumé, normalement. C'est pas allumé, normalement.
Ça veut dire qu'il y a un truc...
Ouais, attends. Ouais, fais gaffe, frère.
Oui, bah. Il avait pas de chat ou pas?
Hein?
Il avait pas de chat?
Non, il a pas de lumière.
Je sais trop. Ça bouge plus. Et le chat.
Viens, il con. J'ai vraiment l'impression que ça court au-dessus.
Chut, putain, le chat.
Il est cinglé, ce chat.
Là, par contre, c'est chaud. T'as pas des fouilles?
Non. Les eaux mitoyennes, t'as pas de fouilles.
Ouais, puis là, c'est sur le sol, c'est pas dans les mains.
Is it just me, or do the most ordinary looking places always turn out to be the ones that cause the most trouble? Ellen purchased the house around 2 years ago, and there was no indication of any paranormal history. No one had died there, and all previous residents had left before anything unfortunate happened. However, after 2 years of complete peace, a sudden and unexplained surge in activity took place, and fortunately, Ellen managed to film it.
Son las 4:25 de la mañana y las cosas se están poniendo un poquito pesadas. Ya llevo más de media hora filmando, pero no manches. Oh my god, eso es a lo que me refiero. Eso es lo que estoy hablando. Discúlpeme, pero miren la lamparita. No sé si podré captar algo más. No voy a prender la luz por lo pronto porque quiero ver si podemos captar otra cosa más. No manches. Quiero ver si podemos captar algo más que una prueba contundente que haga cambiar de opinión a todos los escépticos, a todos esos que me han puesto malos comentarios en mis videos, que dicen que esto es mentira, que yo lo hago, que yo lo preparo. Escuchen. Voy a encender un poco la luz a ver que no manches. Claramente miré que pasó una sombra por aquí por enfrente. No manches.
At the start, if you look closely in the mirror, you can see shadows passing by the doorway. What makes it so eerie is that Ellen was completely still at the time, so the shadows couldn't have been his. Do you think he actually recorded a ghost? A man reportedly died by suicide in a hotel suite in Japan, which is believed to have caused the room to become haunted. Curiously, someone decided to stay there overnight and encountered bizarre events, like doors opening on their own, unexplained footsteps, and a strange horse figure seen standing in the corner.
改装されてるから。めっちゃ鳴るんですけど、本当に。地面が足場もこれぐねぐねだし、ろうそくの周りに置いてやるんですけど、でちょっと待ってもらっていい？はい。今ガチャってまだ始めてないっすよ。ドアが、いやさっきガチでドア開いたんですよ。これガチなんです本当に。うわ喋った。あれ開いてないの？あ、ちょっと今この人形を置いてまして、これ喋るんですよ。この声がして、あ、違う、こっちか、ドア開いたの。出た、そのクローゼット。もうです。うわ、やばいわ。水がマジ？これで見えるかな？うわ、こっからも漏れてる水。なんだこれ？壊れた？これガタガタなってる。なんだこれ？あ、止まった。これ何ってマジで。こんなのなかったよ。待ってからすける。何の音？ いやいやいや、それはないわ。どうした？おい、え？何これ壊れてんだけどマジで。待って、落ち着いて。一回電源切るか。え、どんとなった。え、ちょっと待って。今動いてたよね。さっきより開いてない？この音だった。うわ。いないんすよ、マジで。うおっ！
Was it just imagination, or is something truly lingering in that room? Jasko and his friend Chris have been through plenty of eerie experiences, but this particular one has stayed with them. It happened in a haunted house, and things took a bizarre turn after the two decided to split up.
Who just made that noise? Was that you, James? I said provoke, so I'm gonna provoke. But James did bad things, so I think it's warranted, you know? Can you turn the lights on again for me? Someone literally turned the lights on earlier. Can you please do that again? There's some weird stuff happening upstairs. I did unplug the lights, but show us your power. Turn them on. Let's see what you got. I just saw something moving to that bathroom door. I could be wrong. Somebody in the bathroom, can you walk by that again for me? Cover up that doorway? I saw like a little shadow walk by that block of light. That was like somebody sliding upstairs. And then it sounded like a shuffle or something. Shut up. Shut the f up. Shut up. The light just flickered. There's only two switches. There's a switch there. There's a switch there. They were not working earlier.
Vengeful ghost.
Vengeful ghost. Jeez, you scared the freaking crap out of me. Is anybody in the brothel right now? Any woman of the night? Any gentlemen who are looking okay? Holy.
1920s.
Yo, that's not long after all the bad stuff happened here. What was that? That sounded like a male's voice. It sounded really aggressive. I was gonna spend some time in the brothel, but maybe I won't.
Misunderstandings.
Alright, well, can you clarify what you mean by misunderstandings? More money out. I better get some out of it, though. I have to clear it. It said 1920s. It literally said 1920s twice. You guys can see that, which is actually insane. Misunderstandings. I don't know. Who am I talking to right now?
Somewhere in the fog.
Somewhere in the fog? Sorry, guys. I just want to see if I can find this kid's name really quick, because I didn't see it earlier. Whoa, what the f***? That plastic was just moving or something. Did you guys hear that? Alright, I don't know. Maybe the kid's name is something over here. I'm just going to take it as that's one of the names. But Yeah. What am I hearing? Hearing some weird shit right now. Again, you guys gotta remember this was the room where kids were locked up. Literally locked the door while they were inside of it, did not let them out for probably days at a time, is what we understand. This is a horrible story. This is a sad story. I'm glad we were able to come here and like see this place, but what? Is somebody down the hall right now? What the was that? That was literally down this hall. Hello? James, is that you? What the hell's... Oh my god! What the There's no way. That door! There's no breeze in here. There's no way that should have just happened.
Chris heard a strange shuffling noise from the floor above, followed by a light flickering downstairs where the sound had originated. Feeling he had to look into it, he went upstairs to search for any signs of someone being there, but found nothing. At one point, he briefly turned away, and when he looked back, he saw a door gently swinging open in a room with no breeze. That's when the situation started to feel genuinely unsettling for him. He eventually regrouped with Jasko to try and settle in for the night, but the creepy events continued.
I think our flight got moved to 1 a.m.
I would not be mad at that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not tired in the slightest, but tennis is on, Australian Open. That was a voice. I'm going to watch some tennis. Hopefully I'll fall.
Turn up as loud as you can, please.
Oh, here's... Anyways, I appreciate you guys. If you caught anything we may have missed, please let us know. Apart from that, cameras are connected to generators. We got Chris's camera over there. We got my camera here. So it's pretty lit up here. Don't really care. The more light, the better. So I'll get more comfortable and stuff in a sec. But yeah, good night, Chris.
Good night, Jasper.
The friendly ghost.
Oh, so comfortable. Nothing like a hardwood mattress.
Honestly, and I mean this, all things considered, this isn't too bad.
No, it's really not. I'm used to sleeping on a hard bed.
Really?
What?
You're used to what?
Sleeping on a hard bed.
Oh, okay. Hey, man. I mean...
I'm a burrito.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll probably bundle up here in a little bit. I'm just... Damn, I have 1 bar of service. I don't even know if I can load this tennis match.
Jazz? Bro, do you hear that? Listen.
Hear what?
Bro, listen. Wake up, please. Bro, wake up. Listen. Listen. 100%.
100%.
Is there somebody in here?
Hello? We have a set downstairs where we have some things against the door. So if it were to open, things would fall. It would alert us.
It's like a booby trap.
Yeah. Anyway. You can come in here. James, is it you?
Scumbag.
Still want to put you in a soup.
Toss you out the window.
I hope James is like in an irreversible, like, it never ends. He's just constantly stubbing his toe, like every chance he gets.
He just like lives in a path of like doorways. He's just constantly stubbing.
You hear that, James? Does that piss you off? Come do something about it.
He sounds angry.
We
We got 3 hours before we have to leave, so do your worst, pal. Or stop. Say that. I'm sorry. Just kidding, stay away. They really did sound like clear-cut footprints, though. Yeah, they really did. That's so clear. Probably so warm I can't get up. I'm not getting up. James gotta come to us. Yeah. Alright, good night, James. Good night, Chris. Good night. Good night, James. Oh. Chris, the door closed. What the? Oh, look. The door. Oh my god. Yo. Go. Come on. I'm going. I can't see.
While they were sleeping, Chris woke Jasko in the middle of the night, asking if he had also heard a voice, though Jasko said he hadn't. After a short conversation, they decided to go back to sleep, but just as they began to settle in, they heard movement nearby, startling them both and prompting them to quickly flee the property. This is an old and rather strange recording, reportedly captured by a group of friends in Russia. While they were casually chatting in someone's living room, what appeared to be supernatural activity suddenly and unexpectedly began to unfold.
Ну нахуя тогда ты меня позвал нахуй сегодня? Просто с тобой посидеть надо, снимать. Дай лучше покурю. Нихуя у тебя не происходит, блядь. Все, наверное, у тебя, наверное, закончилось. Может, в банку упадет хотя бы. А? Ебать, что за хуйня? Ебать, что за хуйня? Включил. Смотри, нихуя себе. Нихуя, ебать. Да ну нахуй. Пиздец. Нихуя себе. Бля. Да ебал ты, мудак, ебаный. Ебать. Нихуя себе. Слышь, кребет кто-то. Ебаный в рот. Что за хуйня тебе? Сука. Ты что, доебать решил, что ли? Блядь. Ёбаный в рот. Ебать, нихуя летает. Да ну нахуй. Ебать. Сука.
Reports suggest that paranormal activity had been happening at this location for quite a while, and this incident wasn't the first of its kind. However, with only limited information available, it's hard to say for sure what exactly occurred. Victoria Tovar experienced a chilling moment late one night when she was leaving her home around 1 a.m. She heard the neighborhood dogs howling strangely, creating an unsettling atmosphere. As she hurried to her car and opened the door, she suddenly realized someone was watching her. At the end of the road, a person stands motionless in the darkness, ominously watching Victoria. With the unsettling sounds from the house growing louder, she quickly slams the car door and drives off. Leroy Torres shares that one night, while driving with his family, he saw something strange. Shadows of what appeared to be several children shifting around in the trunk of a car ahead of them.
¿Qué teléfono tiene, flaco? Estoy grabando, Cris. Ah, ya está grabando, el de Estefanía sí graba. Aquí sí se ve. Oye, pero claro, borra eso porque va a salir todos los comentarios que le digan a Omar. Después los online van a ir.
Sí se ve,
ahí se ve,
ahí se ve. Ahí estamos viendo, aquí en la carretera Naranjal, unos niños, una sombra. No hay gente ahí, mi gente, créame. Estamos totalmente sorprendidos y asustados al mismo tiempo. Estoy viajando con mi familia. Se ven unos niños que juegan en un carro que está totalmente vacío en la parte de atrás. Es algo increíble. Tenemos el miedo total aquí en el carro, pero en nombre de Cristo no va a pasar nada. Les comparto este video para que vean nomás. Ya mismo comienzan a jugar, comienzan a tirarse del carro. Ahí se puede ver cómo juegan. Las sombras se tiran del carro. Es algo sorprendente, algo de no creer.
The man keeps following the car, recording what seems to be children moving erratically in the trunk. However, based on the strange shapes of the figures, he and his family begin to suspect these aren't actual kids, but something otherworldly. Considering past incidents, like the one in Georgia, where a man followed a suspicious truck and ended up helping save lives, could this be a similar situation? Or is it something far more unsettling? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.